Three, two, one. Welcome to Kaseringa's podcast. Bafethi, it's your boy Begzin. I'm back with another episode. Fede kule episode lena. We're gonna be speaking about beds and territory. Yabona kule ncwadi le kaJordan Peterson, 12 Rules for Life, an Antidote to Chaos. So le ncwadi lena fede ikhuluma nje ngemithetho nyana ukuthi ayicabangayo ukuthi mhlawumbe ngenza impilo yomuntu ukuthi ibe ngcono. Mongathi uyayilandelisisa kahle. So mina ngisase ku rule 1 uyabona uthi rule 1 uthi stand up straight yabona umele indaba yakho. So manje for laba abasolukubabukela, I want to say thank you first to laba lokubabukela, to the ones aba subscribe. Thank you very much. You like yakho subscription yakho, your view, it's really appreciated yabona, because it helps us ukuthi si expand, si reach ama-ringers abhaya out there, boma Sutra, boma Durban, even international. Surprisingly mangicheck ama Google analytics angitshela ukuthi majority of the audience yami is US, which is strange because mina kule podcast ngikhuluma isiZulu, uyangithola ngikhuluma ilanguage yasekhasi, but mhlambe bakhona or mhlambe bayafunda ngale ilanguage yethu yabona siyikhuluma thina emalokishini. So to the ones ifethu, I really appreciate ngithathe nje lemzuzu nje ngithi thank you very much. Amanye ama episode aseza. So kule episode fede lena beds and territory. So lana uJordan Peterson kahle ukhuluma ngeinyoni yabo. So uqala usinika istory sokuthi yena ne time lakhe fede baqala ba build a nest yabo, nest, and then kule nest lena behupha ukuthi fede kuzongena inyoni, njengoba sometimes unokwenza amalokishini sibeke something mhlawumbe iboots lapha phezulu or sibeke into nyana ngathi carpet, so that inyoni amajuba azwakale late ahlale lapha. So he explains the same thing ukuthi ama neighbors wakhe, they also did the same thing, both yena nabo they build a nest, but yangamaculane it was made of iboots yabo, and then yena baby means some kind of a wagon, angazi wagon into enjani kahle, but into ukuthi inyoni encane ingangena lapha. So he explains ukuthi bashayele leyo nest leyo, and then nje after nje isikhathi nyana kwabe sekufikile yona le nyoni besisakhuluma ngayo ukuthi Wren, WREN, namanje angikwazi ukuyibiza. So le nyoni yafika, and then it occupied land down, meaning it took over the territory, which is the most important way, especially masifunda kula chapter. Territory is important. So yathatha territory this bed, and mayithatha territory kanjalo, strange enough this nyoni iqale yenzani, it takes ama stick yangithola, same thing esizibona emakasi ebole inyoni abathi amasparo, I think niyazazi. Sinokuthi ihleli lapho ibona ikhuphuka iphethe istick inyana emlomeni ibeke iphinde ivaye ibuye ishaye boma nest nyana. Same thing it happened kule yabhuthi yakamakhelwane. So this bird took all the sticks and then started occupying land up, but strange enough ayikuthi iya occupy iyahlala, instead iyayivala is entrance. So yaba strange to Jordan Peterson of yasasasintwana, and a time ukuba like sometimes human beings are also like that. Whenever they occupy indawo, they don't want anybody else to occupy. And that is an effect that we also can observe in real time, like South Africa, where people come in illegally to want to occupy our lands, and siyaqala siba violence, siyaqala sikhosi force. It is because it's in our nature vele to be resistant whenever somebody else wants to occupy our territory. I'm relating this story to ngalendlela yenyoni yebo. You say that in a way ukuthi whenever somebody comes sizoqala sibe ne resistance, because he continues kule story sokuthi, so after isikhathi uphuka inyawo, summarize, uphuka inyawo from isigele, and then because of course intwana ezimhlophe yangithola zinama insurance, uphuka inyawo, and then what happens is uyaclaim imali ze-insurance yangithola, imali yokulimala, and then ithama lakhe lama advice ukuthi nontwana hamba ubhaye recorder yabo, cassette recorder, ima cassette ngaleza inkathi abhaye cassette, and then ithama limtshela ukuthi no what, hamba urecorder isound yale nyoni le njengoba si-occupy lapha. So he goes and he records leya sound leyana, and then ithama says kuye hamba uyidlala just nje around nje le territory la occupy khona, just around leya nest, ayidlale leya lentuzana leya recording yaleya sound yaleya nyoni. That nyoni ize mfethu ihlanya, ize nje irushes through izwa leya sound ya recording, because as I've said kule yancwadi initially masaqala ukuthi whenever we hear these sounds we think of this musical sound emnandi uhleli ulalela inyoni intele inyoni sihlabelela kamnandi, but we are failing to understand, of course it's also our own limitations ukuthi leya sound le ikhala lapha it's actually a mark ye territory, it's a mark of dominance, it's war, it's chaos lapha yana uyangithola. This thing is claiming its territory, it's claiming its dominance, ufuna ukubonwa iqinile ime lapha ithi wozani. So when he plays that thing there, it's the same instinct ezwakalayo kule nyoni ukuthi no kunomuntu yi kusanyonyana la khona lenyonyane mu ezwakala ifuna ukuclaim the territory already sengiyimakela, so uyakhuluma ukuthi it rushes through yena force and everything, which is the same point bengizama kuyithinta ukuthi whenever people come and want to occupy our lands thina it's already claim territory because already we've claimed dominance and say it's ours, we tend to be defensive. And it's in our nature, and it's in even out there, but yeah, that is one part where in nature, when you look at the nature, you can actually see it in real life in terms of human beings in our actions. So njengoba ngisasho ukuthi ke from the actions ezale inyoni lezi, they are claiming dominance, njengoba izale inyoni is claiming dominance uyangithola. And I think another point because ngibhala ama notes. So as I've said, both ilentozana inyoni and human beings are obsessed in status, and they're obsessed ngeposition ukuthi umuntu ubuya kanjani in society, and we can even see that nangiyinkukhu. So yabona amaqhude ileza ilwane lezana esithanda idominance nazo amongst bona. So the dominant chicken la esihlala khona, whether sejarteni or kuse barnyard or whatever la sihlala khona, or kitchen, but not cage la inyoni man inkukhu sihlala khona, the dominant one esikhathini esiningi it will be the only one edla the nicest food etholakalayo in the yard. It will be the only animal ethola the good mates, the fertile mates yangithola khona lapha in the yard. So dominance in terms of hierarchy yenkukhu, it's important. Why? Because it attracts the good mates, it attracts it at the same time. It attracts the good mates by providing a protection, by providing shelter, by providing, even if the chicken, it's able to do those. So whenever there's an attack, because maybe there's a cat or it's able to sort of counterattack Leoland, and it becomes dominant in a way. You could of females they want to look up to and say, hey, I'm protect, I'm inclined. So in nature we can actually see that, and also it relates to women. For me, what I think, women want a protection, women want a guy in daughter, not just a guy in daughter who can provide, who can keep them safe, who can bring a shelter over their heads. That is seen in nature. If we uphikisa lokho, then angazi uphikisa, and it's in our own instinct, it's in our own nature. Uyangithola uphikisa nje into already is there. Angeke sithi siyayiphikisa into njalo. And again, ngoba bengibhala ama notes ukuthi territory matters. It's a matter of life and death. Nganjani? Asithi kunemvula. Asithi for an example, njengoba kune COVID, affect abantu abanjani? It started with the poor, I think. Ecalanga abantu abatop who have the nicest clothes, the nicest facilities, abaya kuma doctor, abagula, abayi kuma public hospital, baya kuma private doc, bahamba ngama private jet. Ngitho bayafly, abanye bangena ngamaphansi kuma submarine, abanye bahamba emanzini uyangithola, bahamba ngama taxi, bekhuluma nabantu abayi 15 day to meet abantu abayi 100 a day if you commune nge taxi. So whenever there's a disease afikayo to a country, because of the hierarchy it starts to affect laba bantu abasezansi, the people who don't have medical aid, people who don't have facility, access to facility, access to proper health care. Iqala uku-affecta labo bantu la because of yona le hierarchy le, and I think it's iba yi-problem. So bafethu ithi nje ngiyivale ngokuthi fede uchaza lencwadi uchaza ukuthi kuzinyoni ezithu. So lenyoni lezi ezithu because they are fighting over a territory, they are fighting over a dominance and rulership. They will sort of fight one another. Zilo strong, skawatani. And in that process, yogulwa, there's an opportunity for a third party ukuthi ingene and dominate both of them. Kungani this story is so important ukuthi we shouldn't be fighting one another in a manner yokuthi size slimazane. Let us sit together and reason and talk like civilized people abanengqondo, instead of fighting one another physically, which is gonna end up being very detrimental for ourselves and for our future. Let us sit together and reason in the way that is best, in the way that is good, in a way that is respectful. And siqhubeke siye phambili, yebo. Let us not give an opportunity for the third bid to come in and actually dominate both of us, because yona izobe fresh, ne? So be sitting on the side lapha enyo ihleli lapha ekhoneni ithi athi sibone ukuthi bathini. Athi sibone ukuthi kufa bani. Because very in our own instincts and nature we tend to be violent whenever you want to solve something. It's in our nature. You can even tell as ningali itori lezi mekunarratela zona from ama gorilla, from ama inkukhu, from inyoni, from ama lobster. It's our nature to fight, but let's not go there. Let us reason first. Tina, we are different from the other animals. We have logos. We reason. We talk. We sihlala phansi siphuza itiya and actually find a solution. We shouldn't be inclined to any type of violence, any physical violence, but intellectual violence, definitely. So, Buffett, it's your boy Bex in the Kaserenga's podcast. See you on the next Sharper Payful.